right, what's happening, everyone?
What's up, guys? What's
going
on?
We're here with Brian at Overland Expo West, and you've got a pretty awesome Bison Overland Camper here behind us that we're going to show you guys in today's walkthrough. We'll show you the inside and all the camper details.
The truck's a 24 F250. It's a Tremor package, and haven't really done any suspension work on it yet, but it's all stock. It looks cool. And then running a little bar design, just light rack, and worn winch from Ford Factory Performance.
Awesome. I love the stealthy,
It fits behind the factory bumper, which is cool. It just looks like a stock truck, basically, It's kind of neat.
Yeah, it looks factory. It's super clean. I like that a lot. Just a cool thing to show people too. You don't need some big fancy bumper up here to get the winch.
Yeah.
And then the Bajas, these are like the linkables or whatever, right?
Yep.
Those are cool. And the Tremor already comes lifted on like 35s, is that right?
Yeah, it's got 35s. There's still the stock tires. We haven't even burnt them down yet, but
got to use them up, man.
Eventually we're gonna do something with the suspension, but for now it works.
Definitely recognize that Bison front end there.
Yeah, and that's what sold me on it. Those campers just look so good,
Yeah, for sure. They're awesome. So you do have a flatbed back here, but it's a slide in, which is cool. So you could slide this thing out, use it as a regular truck.
Yeah, it's kind of a hybrid setup. So Drew was actually able to do custom dimensions to keep the over the cab height down.
Yeah.
Because if you look at a lot of flatbeds and there's sliding campers, they sit like way above the cab.
Yeah.
So Drew did all custom dimensions and it worked out really good. It keeps that like over cab height like down low. It looks sleek,
Yeah,
it's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, mine's got some more space for sure. The zero torsion flatbed moves a lot, so it's good in some cases to have that space, but certainly looks nice and flush, and you can get it down low. And
I love this look. Looking at Drew's truck, I was like, that's perfect. So he was able to do a pretty cool little camper.
Yeah,
we extended the front portion of it too, so you can sleep north, south, and east, west, which is pretty awesome. And,
that's great.
Even though it's a slide in, like it's a little wider at the base because the flatbed's a little bit wider than a traditional bed. You get the wheel wells going, so it actually feels a lot bigger in there than it looks.
It's awesome, dude.
That's
cool. 6-7 liter turbo diesel and the crew cab. You got enough room for the
a little high
doggos.
Output. That thing rips, man. The high output 6.7.
Yeah,
these things are awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I noticed the bed here from Overland Explorer vehicles up in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada.
Yeah. We actually had this on a roll truck. I had an old Duramax, and we were able to just pluck it off of that one, stick it on here.
Oh, that's pretty rad.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a universal tray, which works out.
Yeah, I love all the OEV stuff. Mark and Arnold up there are cool. They're Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, Boxo, dude. Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
cool
Boxo is
a little Harbor Freight in there though too.
Hey, sometimes you lose
lose that 10 millimeter.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say, I literally thought of that right when you said it.
My buddy makes these. He's like a 3D printer dork.
Dude, that's awesome. I've seen some stuff like this before, but yeah, you guys, if you haven't seen the inside joke, you always lose the 10 millimeter. So in case of emergency, you got one right there.
Yeah, it works.
You got to mount that like right now. I'm kidding.
That's aluminum though.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's cool.
I know that's a funny thing with aluminum. You can't use the magnet stuff, but super lightweight. Got the struts on there.
Yep.
Looks like a nice bed.
Yeah, they work out pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice. But
with
it sitting so tall, it was nice to be able to have a custom camper built. So we had a 4-wheel camper under before, and like the roof, the gap, like the 4-wheel camper sat like way up here, and it just it drove me nuts, and catch wind and all that stuff. So this is way sleeker, and I love how it's like a lot lower.
Yeah, looks awesome. Looks like you got some big acrylic windows in there, and
those things are cool. Those are Eurovision windows.
Yeah,
those are nice.
The torque lift steps too. I got those on my camper with the little off-road feet or whatever. Those are great.
Yeah, a little short on those. They had to add the little plastic deals, but it works out.
Dude, you've got an RC crawler in there. Is that an RC 4-wheel drive?
I knew you'd see that. Yeah.
Is that RC 4-wheel drive Trail Finder too?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, with the blazer body? I can see it from here, dude. Oh, man.
I've been in RC for like 25 years or something like that. So.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, we love the rock crawler stuff. It's cool.
Yeah,
camp.
Yeah, me too, man. It's been about that too. I remember building my first crawler before they had a crawler. You could buy ready to run.
Dude, they're so much fun. We like put beers on them and deliver them around the camp and stuff. It's cool.
That's awesome.
My daughter runs them too. Like she's all into it, so it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
There's rock crawler stuff. But.
And the extrusion, the aluminum extrusion kind of interior there with the like the 80-20 style stuff, or
yeah, it's a little different. I actually started this like 2 months ago.
Oh wow!
So
you really cranked it out, yeah.
I don't really have. I work as a lineman in SoCal, so our time is pretty limited. But
yeah.
like I was able, after work, whatever, just kind of pick away at it. But yeah, it came out pretty cool. We still got a bunch of stuff to do.
It looks awesome. Yeah, I built on the Mobicon, my Jeep Gladiator camper, the first Bison Overland camper I had. I built the kitchen, all that stuff, and it's really cool. You can build it however you want, but it takes some time and some patience. So. From what I see, I think you did pretty good, dude.
That's what's
for 2 months.
That's what's cool about buying a shell is you can, if you're a do-it-yourself guy, you can kind of do it yourself. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, and this before we head in there, we'll let them know this is. I mean, it looks pretty done from here, but you've got still some things you want to.
Oh yeah, no, it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
There's a ton of stuff I got to do still, but it's livable for sure.
Yeah.
We were in it with nothing in it. We were just cruising around, and we had some like grass on the floor and just kind of took a cooler and we were hanging out in it, and we did that for like 3 months or so.
Yeah.
The AstroTurf stuff.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
Well, that's the beauty of the Bison Overland campers, getting them as a shell. You've got the cab over. You can order a mattress, toss it up there, sleep in it right away, like you said. Put a chair up in there, cook up in there right away. So
the insulation's so good, you don't barely even need a heater. It'll get down to the 30s, without a heater, and it's warm in there still.
Yeah, they're so well insulated for sure. And then you get the benefit of like spending some time in it where you're like, oh, maybe I want my kitchen 2 inches taller, or I want it a little further in or a little deeper.
Yeah, that's cool about doing it yourself too. Like, you kind of see what you want. And we've had a few camper setups, and we kind of know what we want. But
I think that's the way to go if you can, and that's the beauty of getting a shell.
Yeah.
So
you can live in it and see what you want, and build it. So.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see inside. I hope you guys are. Should we take them in?
Go check it out.
All right. Them stow and goes. Oh, you got 2 RC crawlers. Yeah. Nice. Dude, this is awesome, man. Nice work. This is great with the like bamboo, it looks like.
Yeah.
Is this HDPE?
It's
like high density kind of polyethylene?
Phenolic plywood, I guess. I don't know. I went to the plywood store.
It is plywood. Wow, it looks great.
It's like non-stick too, so it kind of works out.
It's got that kind of hexagon pattern or whatever.
Yeah, I just did like 1/4-inch bamboo. And it's kind of weird with the extrusion. You kind of have to like cut little notches and stuff, but
yeah,
it works out.
I think it looks great. You got the fridge at the back here.
Yeah, it's a little door cool.
Nice.
And we did like so it's a bench setup, but we can pop this out and you got a side dinette, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Then the little Lagun mount will drop down.
Oh.
This is for my daughter, so we're gonna eventually do some cushions and everything. But
yeah. I like how you put it through the middle there. A lot of times they'll be right here and they're kind of like you'd be in your way,
I sat in here for like an hour. I'm like, where am I going to put this thing, And,
yeah.
That's the way it worked out. I was like trying to figure out like where to put the Lagun mount.
Yeah.
With this bench having to be here for my daughter, so
yeah.
I just screw it. Just ruse a hole saw through there and make it work.
Yeah, yesterday I did a video of the Winnebago Arca, their new Ram 5500, huge expedition vehicle.
Yeah.
Really, really cool rig. But one thing that I was like, oh man, like they had the Lagun mounts like right here, this table here. You're like, it's kind of awkward. And it was like twice as big a dinette, but it was still kind of hard to get in and out. So that's a great idea.
Yeah, so it
just keep it. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Banging your wall.
It's pretty
there.
solid stuff, but yeah, kind of works out.
Yeah, that Lagun mount is
this
awesome.
Table's temporary too. I'm gonna eventually build something.
Yeah.
Maybe like a butcher block walnut type. I'm not a woodworker. I just kind of threw this together based off like some YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Which it was kind of cumbersome and frustrating at times, but like it worked out pretty well.
Dude, it looks great. I can't believe you did this in 2 months.
Yeah, it was like, well, it might have been 2.5 months, maybe 3 months, but
give them 3 months.
Yeah, let's call it 3 months.
Yeah. But this is great. Is this walnut?
Yeah, it's dark walnut.
Yeah.
The grain, I love it. Like I found this wood at my local wood shop, and dude, it looks awesome. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked on this. And then hardwood tends to like bow a little bit, but the extrusion, you're able. I just took some nut certs and bolted it down to the extrusion, so it kind of worked out. It would keep it flat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the extrusion gives you so many options. You can always change stuff later.
Yeah.
And as you're building it, just put it wherever you want it. Love this little live edge there too. Man, that's cool. And this flag I noticed too. This is neat.
Yeah, my father-in-law makes these.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
We had it in the drawer. I'm like, I think that'll fit right there. I'm
yeah.
Like, sweet, that'll work.
Like the national anthem. Dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
And your little plant. Wow, that's a beautiful little cactus.
Yeah.
Holy cow. It looks fake.
No, it's real.
I know.
It's like it's gonna live in here, but
keeping good care of it so far.
Yeah, we'll try to keep it alive. But I got my little key hook set up there.
Oh, rad. Super custom.
Yeah. Kind of works with the Bison look.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. And the RC crawlers. Is this the Vanquish?
Yeah, the Vanquish
VS410.
Yeah, it's a cool. It's all kind of stock. You know exactly what it is.
I love being an RC crawler nerd, dude.
You see the little rock crawler course over there by the coffee van?
No, man.
I'm gonna sneak over there. There's like a little drainage ditch. I'm gonna go cruise around in there.
I've got my little '87 Toyota Extra Cab here, but it needs a couple parts. But I can't remember. I think I might be able to send it.
Yeah.
As is. I think I messed up some of the CV shafts.
Come borrow this thing. I got two of them.
There you go. Yeah.
4-wheel drive down there.
Yeah, the hard body, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
And then you got the goose gear top here on the alu box.
Alu box setup.
Awesome. Yeah, this stuff reminded me of the goose gear that I had in the Gladiator, kind of that similar
this
hexagon
stuff works out pretty
style.
Cool.
Yeah. And then is this a queen bed up here?
Maybe a little bit bigger than a queen, but
bigger.
I'm like 6'1", 6'2", and I can lay north-south, which is cool.
Yeah.
You lay east-west too. It's a little bit tight, but.
This guy.
Yeah, a little skeleton. He hangs out.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But yeah, the 4 windows around the bed.
That's the best, is the panoramic view, like throughout all those windows. Like we've had some we haven't had too many camp trips on this thing yet, but like we've had a couple epic spots that like you just overlooking the beach, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Just hanging out there, watching the sunset and watching the sunrise. Dude,
cool. This is a good size, and you can slide it in on and off the truck, and
it's full time on the drive. Leave it on here.
Yeah. Mine as well. I mean, you don't.
Yeah.
It handle pretty good with it.
Yeah, it does fine. My wife drove it out. I rode my bike out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does pretty well.
Yeah.
It's an F250 chassis, but with this camper being so light, you don't even notice it really. I mean, I think the shell is like 700 pounds, and then this stuff, it's probably about 300 or so.
Yeah.
Like the hardwood's a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
But I just wanted this look, And like
it looks
the feel of it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. No, it looks so good. I love it. Oh yeah, and you got storage access to your crawler.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just pull that out, right?
Yeah, you just pop it out, because eventually I'm gonna do a water heater in there and a tank and all that stuff.
I guess one-handed. There we go. Yeah. Nice. You just need that technique, dude. This is great work, man.
Yeah.
And you said, for those of you out there who are like, should I do my own build? You said you're not a woodworker.
No, I have no idea what I'm doing.
and you wouldn't even tell. It looks great. Yeah. Like you take a little bit of time and YouTube some stuff. And boom.
But that's what's cool about the Bison camper. Drew can build you stuff too. Like,
yep.
I might use RadFab to do like an overhead cabinet. I'm kind of done in the extrusion.
For sure.
Because it is time consuming.
Yeah.
It's kind of like adult Legos,
Yeah. But, I love my RadFab interior that Jacob
he's
up.
awesome. I love those interiors. We were checking out Drew's camper. It's pretty cool seeing it in person. You only see it on YouTube or whatever, or on websites.
Yeah.
So seeing it like physically, it's awesome. That's another good option or route to go as well.
Yeah, for sure. And again, you can always do that later. You don't have to jump into it all at once.
Yeah.
But yeah. Dude, this window is huge. This is I feel like this is one of the biggest acrylic windows you could get.
That was one of the main things when we were like putting the camper together. I wanted a giant window.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat, but.
Yeah, it's important because obviously we're building these things to go outside, to go to cool places, and but you want the comfort of inside, but you want to be able to look outside and be like, oh, that river I'm by. Okay, I'll go out. Give me a minute, river. Yeah. Make my coffee. I'll come out there. Yeah. And you got these come with the blackout shades.
Yep.
And then clip in to have the the
the screen.
Yeah, the screen there, boat screen.
Yep, works out.
You guys probably know that, but just in case you didn't, now you saw it.
Yeah, it works. Yeah.
Dude, cool. Anything else you want to point out or share with these guys?
Not really. Eventually here, I think we're gonna do like 3 drawers right here, and the middle one's gonna pop out for my daughter's like little table to eat on. Yeah. This will just be a cabinet here, and then I'll have another access panel here, and then all my battery bank stuff's gonna go down here, and then water tank back here and water heater in that cabinet. So
nice. Yeah, you got plenty of room for that.
Yeah, I got my little beer cooler down here.
Nice. There you go.
Which is cool. So you can just grab it from there, you know, instead of having to get in here.
Yeah, it's good to have a separate spot for the drinks so you don't clog up the main fridge.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
and what's the shell run? I guess they'll probably want to know that.
I think it's around 24 or so. Which is, that's cheap, man.
So affordable. I mean, it'll last you your entire life. You'll be able to pass this down to you know, family and like.
We've had a lot of camp setups, and this is like the last deal. We're not moving on from this. This is too cool. So
yeah,
works out.
So rad.
Yeah, stoked on it.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Appreciate you showing us around, and you guys definitely comment. Let us know what you think. Follow Bison Overland on Instagram, and if you're looking for something the same, Drew can do anything. You know, you can make the roof a little shorter, a little higher. Like you said, the cab over height. And that's I think one of the coolest things about the Bison campers is they're not just like, here, we got 3 models and you get what you get.
Yeah.
And there's really not many comparable options that you can do that with. So
yeah, I looked at Bison for years.
Yeah.
Finally we were out in the desert one day and I was tired of the tent, and we just said screw it. We just called Drew up and build something custom, and he's awesome. He makes you feel like you're a part of the community, you know?
Yeah.
He doesn't send you out on an email, you know, chat list or whatever. So like he's always there if I have a question or question about sealant, you know, because I was hitting him about the adhesive to use for this stuff. Salt, it's not going anywhere.
No, you're moving the whole truck off of that. Yeah.
That's what's cool about it, man. But yeah, Drew's an awesome dude.
Yeah, you know, no, he's great to work with, and very down to earth for sure. Like you said, like
super humble, always super genuine. You know, he always answers questions. He's awesome.
Yeah, and it's fun to be at the shows here, showing them off. But ultimately, like he makes sure you build them for using them, putting miles and crushing. Yeah, you know, getting where you want to go. And so, if you didn't see the last video, we just did a walkthrough of their first toy hauler trailer. So check that out. And catch you guys on the next one. We know that Brian's down to mob.
Yep.
The only question is, are you down to mob? Yep.